The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run here with Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's got the lane and there he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately. Others say, you know something? Let's feed him the ball again next series and see if he's going to be able to.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His his first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
4 yards.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 59 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
He'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, 40.
And to give this time to the tailback. Myles Jack there to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the 49er first down.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 7.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocked it on the door. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Jaguars 7.
So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Ten-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10. Jaguars 7.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Connection made with Shenault. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49ers' 28-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Recovering by
the defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
It's a gain of
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from the 20. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good to make it 17-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. The tackle by Arik Armstead.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
He'll buy some time right. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
35-yard line. 2 yards on the play. 1st down, 49ers.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll try to run the option here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
On the play.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. On play action, they'll throw. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. Fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 19-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Eric Armstead make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Kittle catching the slant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down and inches. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The try here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Well, we get our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, and it's the Titans out in front in that one. The Titans looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium, and it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. The Jets seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. The Texans locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. 21-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's where it's really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan and try to count for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now the try here for the point after. And that stretches the lead to 27. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Hey, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
Jaguars 7.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us.
Now a hit and a loose football. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really... And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Down at the 31. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll set up to throw. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. No gain, and it's 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and...
They'll look to throw again. He's got his man on the comebacker. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Niners' 17-yard line.
That'll be caught right side. Shenault with it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll go again with Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Jaguars 10.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
At their own 30-yard line.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start by running the option to the right. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The running
tackle made there by Matt Milano. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down by Matt Milano. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Jaguars' 6-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Matt Milano on the tackle. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down. Today,
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.